What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and I want to kind of clarify some things that was already stated. And if you hadn't seen it, there's an interview with Search from Third Base talking about what happened during the beef between MC Hammer and Third Base, and talking about how MC Hammer put a hit out on his life. And when I saw the interview, I'm like, oh wow. I'm shocked because he used a lot of people's names. Now, this story that he's telling is about 85% or 87% true. It's very high on the truth-telling chart. But he threw MC Hammer's name out there because that was going to gain attention. But Hammer had nothing to do with putting a hit on that guy. And I want everybody to know that. And people probably saw that interview and really truly believe that. And that would be so stupid of you to do so. When MC Hammer was coming up, he dissed a lot of East Coast MCs. And it was mainly because he was just attaching his name to the situation. Meaning that MC Hammer was saying, look, I'm coming out, the LL Cool J's, the Dougie Fresh, the Run DMCs, you know, I'm just as good as y'all. But it was done in a respectful way. But other rappers is going to feel like, who is this guy? And people wouldn't even play his stuff. So he go to New York and was like challenging the DJs and all that stuff. And I'm MC Hammer and I'm taking over. So Third Base is like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? So they were just making fun of MC Hammer. And like when they did the Gas Face video, they had a big hammer with some glasses on top of it. And then they pushed that hammer over and all that stuff, which Hammer didn't have a problem with at all. It was an actual lyric on the song, The Cactus, when they were saying the cactus turns your mother out. And they thought, because he had turned his mother out and all that stuff, so they misinterpreted to what they were thinking and saying that the cactus turns your mother out meant like they talking about sleeping with his mom. So that's how they took the line, and without any type of conversation, it broke out into something else. Like if they came to the West Coast, they was gonna be in trouble. And what happened was a lot of this beef took place, like it was months before it even came back around. And it was near around the wars time. And everything else that they were saying was true. But you talking about King Louis. So when the hit was down, allegedly, King Louis, who was Louis Burrell, everybody know that, that's MC Hammer's brother, that's his mother too, that was offended. He's Hammer's co-manager because that's his brother. He's heavily affiliated with the Rolling 60s. It's King Louis. Now you do the math. You get to LA and you got problems with the Rolling 60s, and there's a hit out on your life for $50,000. And some things had to happen in order for the Crips and Third Base to be able to go. The guy being arranged to sit next to Michael Jackson, 100% true. They did get the tickets and let the guy who was in charge of the Crips, I'm not going to say nobody name that like that, they got him sitting next to Michael Jackson at the award show in a wheelchair. They got that done in enough time to where they were able to put third base, take them off the plane, escort them to a hotel where they had the whole floor rented out and security all on the floors. All of this stuff was true. And then Serge wanted to go out to the mall with his wife. That was true. He was about to get attacked in, and the Crips called it off because they was with one of the generals. All of that's true. They had to sneak in to go into the room, and then they were doing the song, the West Coast All-Stars. They were trying to get that together, and they were talking about doing the We All in the Same Gang show. And Russell was like, yeah, I'll help you out and all that, but what they leave out was a very important, crucial piece to getting this stuff done. To get the West Coast All-Stars together, Ice-T was very critical in getting it done. And where they giving all this credit to Russell Simmons and all these people for making it happen, it was really Ice-T that helped put all that together. And a lot of people give a lot of praise to Tupac Shakur, because Pac always say he was the major bridge between East Coast and West Coast, which isn't true. Ice-T was the major bridge between East Coast and West Coast. Because Ice-T, at that time, Pac was somebody who traveled from East to West and was cool. But Ice-T was somebody of stature at that time who was older and was more known. Like, Pac was 22 at that time. He died at 25. So, with him going back and forth, he was in his early 20s. So for him to be the ambassador at like 22 years old, that doesn't make sense. It was Ice-T. When people come there, T would be like, look, you got a problem. That's my guy. He's from the East Coast. Ice-T was that personality. So all of this, like, when Hammer going to record, we all in the same gang, he goes out there, and he was like, oh, why ain't they dead yet? Hammer never said no crap like that, man. Why even put that out there on MC Hammer when you know the man didn't say that? When they were recording the song and Hammer saw you out there, all MC Hammer asked was, what are they doing here? Like, why are they here? And that's it. The only thing y'all was going to get from Hammer was probably y'all butt whooped. He just wanted y'all to not disrespect his mother. Like you said, you can talk about him all you want, but be respectful. Don't talk about his mom and everything else. And what you did on K-Mail when you went on the show, it wasn't respectable. So, that's just how it was. And third base ended up fizzling out. They split from within, and they fizzled out. And that ain't had nothing to do with MC Hammer. That had something to do with just life. Hammer career didn't go the way it was on track to go. But still, don't blame one stature to another. Hammer did not put the hit out on you. And Ice-T deserved all the credit for that West Coast All-Stars out. Because there was a rift between NWA and MC Hammer too. That they didn't really like MC Hammer, and they kind of dissed him on the DOC video, on the Formula when they first came on. And they had the fake MC Hammer in there, calling him Mallet. And this is my group, 45, making fun of Oaktown 357. So there was some problems there. Ice-T blended that together. Don't nobody remember that. And to this day, I always give him his just due. Because y'all probably too young, y'all don't remember that stuff. Ice-T was the biggest bridge back then for getting stuff done and helping the East Coast Even the truths, he was a major part in that. He's a major part in helping the truths happen in LA. And that's the brother Ice-T. Now, I'm out, and enjoy the rest of your holiday.